Can you tell me I'm the only one? Tell me I'm the only one.
Welcome back to Cocktails and Convos for Season 2. The first episode is Girl Talk. I'm here with my homegirl, Kimberly, this week. And so we're excited about being back for Season 2. And yes, the guys are still here. It's just that I get the first episode all to myself. So to get some housekeeping out the way, tonight's drink that we are drinking is a Froscato. And it is just simply Moscato and your frozen fruit of your choice. Tonight we actually have peaches, mangoes, and strawberries. So it's simple, it's a quick summer drink, and it's refreshing. Also, if you hear the word girlfriend during this, you will take a sip of your drink while you're drinking. And also, I forgot. We have a live audience of ladies who came out to hang out with us tonight. So thank you so much for coming out, ladies. Yes. So if you hear the word girlfriends, take a sip of your drink, no matter what you have. It's somewhere here. Around here.
Okay.
And also, if you go to our YouTube page, please hit subscribe and hit the bell down at the bottom. And that way you can get our first episodes in the beginning, right when we start, at 9 o'clock on Thursday nights.
Thursday night.
So, yeah. So, let's get this party started right, Kimberly.
Let's get this party started right.
So, up first, we are going to talk about self-esteem when it comes to ladies, and while we kind of just shade our friends and our females all together. So we're going to talk about that.
Don't you wish you could bottle up self-esteem for some
people? Yeah.
I was getting ready to say an inappropriate word.
Okay, so disclaimer. And you know me from the code. So we drink, we say curse words, we say inappropriate things. So yes, it's a ladies' night, and yes, ladies do cuss and do all that wonderful stuff. So
okay,
yeah,
good.
you can be inappropriate. Okay. You're amongst friends.
Okay, yay.
So yay.
I don't know why women do that, and it's not all.
It's not.
You know, sometimes I feel like I have a great sisterhood of female friends, acquaintances, and whatnot. It's very few times that I find that I walk into an environment and someone's being shady, or maybe I just don't pay them any attention.
I think that's me. I have a lot of I don't care in me.
Yeah. Right.
So I don't really. When I walk into a room, I feel like I'm the only person in this room, and I'm the shit. So why should I worry about anybody else? But sometimes that's what happens, and I'm quick to say, like, girl, them some cute shoes. I've never been that person not to give someone their compliment. It's not gonna be like, I'm gonna ask you where you got your shoes from. I'm also the person that will say, if you say that about me, I'm quick to tell you, I got these shoes from X, Y, and Z. So it's not like we're going to be in the same place. And some people, they look at it as like, oh, she just wants to know where I get my stuff from and this, that, and the third. It's not that. It's cute. I'm not trying to do anything like, yeah, just like your shoes.
Yeah, we don't have to wear them at the same time.
And we
might not even be in the same circle.
I just met you today. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So, probably will never see you again.
So I think that what happens is that we just don't know how to embrace each other. And we live in this world where there's so many haters and there's so much this and so much that. And that people don't just allow people to be people.
Do you think it's mostly in women of color? Like, do white women have the same issues?
You know what?
You think they do? The audience said they do.
They do. You know what?
Maybe they throw a different type of shade. Is that what it is?
Shade is definitely universal. It definitely is. And I'm trying
to do you see that bag she has?
Hey, Becky, look. Like, girl, look at her butt. Yeah. It is so big.
She looks like a prostitute.
You know, and it goes all the way back to then. Like, I think that we just don't know how to embrace it all. Like, it's not a competition. I'm not in competition with you. You're not in competition with me. We got enough space out here in the world to be like, I can have my own lane and you can have your own lane.
So how do you help a sister, a girlfriend that who you meet?
Oh, gotcha.
And
you,
it's
you say girlfriend.
Girlfriend. Oh, I gotta take a sip.
You say girlfriend.
So you meet a girlfriend, and it's obvious that she has. Take another sip. She has bad energy about her or with her. Like, do you try to get to know her and, make her feel loved, or, boo, I love you. You ain't got to be mad at me. I ain't wake up with you this morning. I ain't never sleep with your man.
You know what?
We could be friends. We could be cool.
I give people an opportunity. I do. I give them a chance to kind of warm up to me because I know that my personality is big.
Yeah.
And I know I can overpower.
It's
somebody.
that Taurus.
Yeah.
Look,ly I'm not that way.
Yeah. What?
Woo, Taurus is in the house.
And so I think that if I notice it, I can try to. I'm that friend that I'm not just to fix things, but I don't want my friends to look at themselves as like I'm not pretty. Like, girl, come on now. Now you know you pretty. Like, and if you feel it comes from inside. Like, it's self-esteem. Right. So you have to try to pull things out of people so that they can see it for themselves.
It's called self.
Esteem. Of the esteem. And I've been in that place. I can only speak from my experiences. I was awkward in the high school. Y'all
picked on, bullied.
I wasn't necessarily picked
frizzy
on.
bang.
I wasn't necessarily picked on or bullied, but I was awkward because I went to a primarily white high school. And I've always had these tatas and this tail, and they weren't shaped like me. They were all skinny and flat-chested. So
that was the style back then for white women.
Yeah,
now they're trying
to be more like me.
Yeah.
So
it's that Kim K effect.
The only time that you would see any piece of my curve was when I was in my dance uniform. Any other time I had on baggy jeans, large t-shirts. I was just really that awkward space. But I loved clothes. That was the thing. I loved clothes, but you didn't see it about me because I was more concerned about, they're going to be looking dead at my titties. Or they're going to always be in my ass for whatever reason. And it wasn't until I went over to college, and I went to A&T, with North Carolina A&T State. And I was like, there's women that are made like me. And so I started to embrace myself a little bit more. And then I also had kids. And when I had kids, I was like,
oh, you really?
I was like, oh, God. It all the way came back. Because you know how they tell you that freshman 15? I didn't have that issue because, one, I didn't stay on campus. Two, I walked everywhere I went. And so I lost, so much weight when I was in college. But when I had them babies, it all comes back. So I was in that place of, what am I going to do? I don't feel like I'm beautiful. I don't think I'm pretty. Nobody's going to want me in this body. And it just took me loving myself a little bit more than normal to get me together. So sometimes you have to tell somebody your story to be like, hey, this is what I went through. I'm sure I know the things that I did. There can be some things that you probably can do, but I had to get me together, all the way together. And so now this is how I get.
And girlfriends, it's okay. Therapy.
Yes, it is.
It's okay. Therapy is okay.
We believe in couch time.
Yeah.
I believe in it. I sure enough do. I don't mind it. Sometimes you need to talk to somebody who don't have an opinion about you. Because sometimes we think, oh, God, they're going to judge me because I did X, Y, and Z. And I've been there, too. So I was just telling my friends, hey, but you still cute, though.
You have to have positive affirmations. I am who I am. You either going to love me or leave me. I mean, I can either take you or leave you. My life is going to be fulfilled with or without you. If it's meant for you to be in my life, God is going to make for certain that happens. Okay? And so you can take your negative energy and you can hate me from afar. But, I'm going to still be like, hey, girl, hey. How you doing?
Like, y'all, that's really her. Like, for real. Like,
knowing you can't stand me.
Oh, this one right here.
But you know what? I got nothing but love for you. Like, hey, girl, hey.
You gonna hate me at the long run.
You gonna love all this happiness. Maybe it'll rub off on you.
But I think that it's just that you have to just, get it into yourself. Get it together.
I feel sorry for the young girls that are actually going to grow into young women because of the social media effect. I know personally, I have a young lady in our family that is, I can't remember the technical term for it, but she gets so consumed with how other people lives appear on Facebook, Instagram, and so she feels as though she doesn't measure up because she's in this situation and her life is not like Jamie's life or like Naomi's life. And these young girls are so hard. Like, you don't have to be like Jamie. You don't have to be like Lisa, or, you could be beautiful being you. Your life can be beautiful just living your best life as it is today. What are you going to do to be a better woman for you?
Exactly.
And, like, what do you do? Because you have a young teenage daughter.
Yeah, I have a teenager, and I thank God that social media does not affect her. The reason being is because she has attitude like her mama. There.
So do you think that moms should play a better role in their daughters' lives of ensuring that they're beautiful?
Yeah,
and
because it starts at home first. Everything that we do, it starts at home.
I agree.
And we don't allow social media to raise our kids.
I agree.
And, you have to realize this is just social media. Half of this stuff out here
is so fake.
Fake. It is faker than the fake is fake. And you have to know that. There's even adults who don't know that.
Ain't that
it's
sad?
not even a teenager who is. Some teenagers got more sense than they want to say they have.
Some do.
Some do.
Some do.
And like they know that tail is fake, that breast is fake, that nose is fake, because you clearly contoured that, or you went to a surgeon and got that fixed. Like, when you see these women take all of this makeup off and they look like completely different humans, then we have a problem.
Ain't that something?
Like, I tell y'all, I barely wear makeup. Like, if you see me, only it's because you know I have it on, it's because you saw me put it on. Like, legit. And that's something that I was telling my daughter, like, you ain't got to put all of that on your face. Because she has a little friend who puts on all of this makeup. Full face every day. Every day. And you in high school. And we went, prime example, we went to go get our nails done. And the little girl went with us. And my nail tech was like, is she the same age as your daughter? I said, matter of fact, she's younger than my daughter.
Wow.
She was like, she looks like a grown woman. I said, yes, she needs to go wash her face. And then she does that, y'all know that little walk that they have? And they butt be sticking out. And you want to pop them in their back so it'll straighten up.
Oh, she ain't walking with her butt out.
Yeah, she walking with her butt out. Like, ugh, I can't take it. But that's her friend. And I tell her, like, hey, this is not what you do. And my daughter is like, I know. I definitely know.
My daughter, when she was around 7 or 8, she has really thick, bushy eyebrows. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to tell a little bit of my business right now. It might come back and haunt me. But so her dad and I, we shared custody. So one day I went to my son's basketball game, and it was, his time with her or whatever. So I show up to the game, and her stepmom took her at 7, 8 years old and got her eyebrows waxed.
Oh, I would have jumped.
I was so pissed. And I was so pissed because I remember her asking me, like, do I have a unibrow? And I was like, well, why would you ask me that? Because, somebody was picking on her about a unibrow. Mm-hmm. And so, I was trying to, like, put into her, like, regardless if you have a unibrow, if you got crooked teeth, you're still beautiful. We still think you're beautiful. Yeah. You're still a beautiful girl. I was so hot.
Oh, you sound like you was 85.
I was really pissed. And, luckily now she has grown into a woman where, if she feels like getting her eyebrows waxed, she will, because I have instilled that. You don't have to get your eyebrows waxed to be beautiful or to meet anybody's measurement of what beautiful is. Okay? If you feel like you're beautiful, then that's all there is to it. Exactly. You got to feel it. And then someone else will see it within you. You be that mirror that you want to reflect out to other people. So, ooh, girl, I'm still mad about that. Girlfriends, I was hot. Take a drink on that one.
And I would have been hot like fire too. But you know what? That's how my littles was. I was like, it would just tear my nerves up.
Thank you for being inconspicuous.
It would tear my nerves up. And then she asked me, when can I go get my eyebrows arched? I think I started her when she was like 12. And now
and I think that's a reasonable age to start taking a young lady to get
7,
her.
8, I would have fought her at that.
Girl, I wanted to.
I would have fought her. I would have straight out of that basketball game like no other.
Ooh. Oh, I did. I think I did in the parking lot. Yeah, you got a little
I would have been
ugly,
right there at the basketball court. Get them tripping off that court. Let's do this.
In the middle of it. And what's sad about that particular situation is because you can see lack of self-esteem
in that person.
You can see it in their mom, which translates to them, which translates to their daughter, who now has their own daughter. And so now you can see it.
It's just a...
Yeah, and so like at some point women have to, okay, I'm going to be the one to break this cycle. Yes. That's not going to be me. That's not going to be my child.
Exactly.
So do you feel like mostly women that don't have a good relationship with their mom are the ones that throw shade?
You know what? That's a good question.
Or maybe have sisters at home and don't have a good relationship. Like,
I have a good relationship with my mama, so I don't know.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't know.
But
they could just be bad on the inside. You know how you got horrible people that no matter what you do, they're just horrible humans on the inside.
But it comes from somewhere.
It has to come from
I just feel like people are just not bad, just miserable for no reason.
That's why people need couch time. They need to figure out.
Where is that root? Girlfriend, you crazy. We got. Take a sip. You got to figure out why you crazy. Oh, you out? Production. They need a refill.
So we're gonna take a pause for the calls because some of the audience members are out of their drink. So we're gonna get them some more. So we're gonna take a break and we're gonna pause and we're gonna come back with some questions from the audience.
Yay. So, girlfriend, now is the time to go refill your glass. If you're watching.
Yeah. Check it. Alright, I woke up in the morning and I'm feeling myself, but ended up not being myself. See, trying not to conform to the world had me all to myself. When really I was somebody else, is what I'm talking about. I'm on the grandstand, no fans, no friends, trying to understand why I couldn't advance. See, I'm just trying to be like him with no reason to be. But then I look up in the mirror and I'm not what I see. And then I say,
we're back and welcome back to Cocktails and Combos. We had a brief break so that we could fill up our cups because we were drinking and having a good time because we said girlfriends a lot. So we are to the question and answer portion of our show. We do have some ladies who have some questions. So, ladies, what's your questions?
Hi.
Introduce
Hey,
yourself.
everybody. I'm Yakita Carr. And I'm Shannon. You want to go ahead? No, you got your question. Okay, I have a question. This is how I go. This got to do with relationships. And what I want to know is, what do you feel like is harder? Moving on, starting over, or letting go? That's good. Which one is harder? That is good.
Oh, which one?
Oh, God.
Man. So that's a good question.
Moving on.
Letting go.
And starting over.
And starting over.
Starting over.
I think it's, you know what? I think it's a process. It's not which one is harder. I think it's a step-by-step situation. For a simple, like, okay, one, I got to get over it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then it's, okay, now I got to get a move on. Now I got to start over.
You got to let go before you start over.
No, that's why I said you let go. You can let go.
Right.
You can move
Move
on,
on.
and then you can start over. And starting
Okay.
over doesn't have to be start over number one.
Right.
Because we all been through it.
Yeah.
You know, we've had that one person that you just fell in love with and stayed in love with, and it was hard for you to get over. But you didn't start over until you got over it. So I think it's a combination of things with it. But letting go, it has to be number one. And letting go can be hard, especially when you have to see that person. You have to deal with that person. And you have to you still probably have a life with that person, because if kids are involved and y'all been together forever, and forever is forever.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's the whole letting go and moving on, I would say, would be the hardest part. Because starting over is like, starting over could be, I'm moving to a new city, I'm moving to a new space, I'm moving to this. But why y'all laughing at me?
Pig, we got 10 minutes. The production wants us to know.
But you have to let go first. And I'm the first person to be like, I got to get me together and let go of something. Because I was in a relationship that was probably like a really good relationship, but we just really weren't good for each other. Does that make sense? And I loved that man. Like, I loved that man. I would go to the ends of the earth for that man. But it took me saying, I ain't gonna continue to go with this back and forth with you, for me to like let go and move on. And when I moved on, that happened to start it over. And now I'm happy over here, and you sitting over here looking like, but I still want you.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at you like, and so I think it's the letting go part is the hard part.
This old head told me once, the best way to get over an old dick is new dick.
That's the worst advice that I've ever heard.
Girlfriend, that's what an old head told me once. But
that has to be the worst advice ever, because you ain't gonna do nothing but get you some old new stuff that you can
it really just depends, I think, sometimes.
It just, you're right, but because somebody else said that I'm gonna leave that person nameless, but I had to tell them.
Men do it all the
Right, and I had to tell them
time.
that's not the way to do it, because they taking that mess that they had before and just putting it off onto somebody else. Get over that mess, and before you come
True.
over and start trying to play with me, because I'm gonna tell you like this here, sir. I ain't here to fix you, none of that. Get your shit together.
I used to like a good board game every once in a while.
I don't like board games. I don't
You like
fake shit.
Monopoly? I like it too.
I'm gonna call the
We
maintenance
both
man
can
to
play. Which piece you want on the board, boo?
Right.
That was a good question, though.
Good question.
I kind of have a question to piggyback off of that question. You just hit on it a little bit. What happens when you're not honest and you move on and you shouldn't move on? Now you're making someone else toxic.
That's good.
Let me tell you something. People need to stop doing that shit, because you mess up good people that way.
You do.
That you can't be sitting around fucking up. Yes, I'm cussing now. Fucking up people.
Put money in the cuss jar.
Right.
No, because we said we're gonna cuss on this show.
Because they may have had good intentions coming in.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Especially, you know how we as women will go find like that good man. He's just so awesome, and everything about him is just so roses and butterflies and rainbows and shit, unicorns.
Right.
And we still got dude over here who completely fucked us over.
Right.
But we still sitting on that peen every now and again.
Right.
No, you have to be honest. Like, you have to be upfront about what you have going on, to say, hey, look, I'm not probably the right person for you to be in a relationship with right now. If that man truly wants to be with you, he will be patient with you, and he will wait, and he will understand. If he doesn't, then, hun, that just ain't the one for you.
So I have a question. Since we're in like a safe place,
We're in a safe place. This is a safe place. No judgment.
so is there really a man sitting around waiting for a woman to get it together? Let's just be honest about that.
Yes.
They do it.
And I'm speaking from present.
I ain't met a man yet. All right, well, while you get yourself
Situation.
together, I'm gonna be over here fucking Tammy.
No, like I'm currently presently in that space. They clearly waited for me to get my shit together.
Oh, okay.
Because I told them from the gate.
Okay, girlfriend.
Okay, girlfriends. Like I literally,
I was focused.
like, because my thing was, I got too much on my plate. I can't be sitting around here playing with you. I ain't got time to go on no dates. I ain't got time to do this. I ain't got time to do that. I work 2 jobs, do 3 shows, YouTube, everything else. I don't have time.
I got to piggyback on that, on this,
like,
on this whole topic.
And I was like, I didn't have time. And he kept saying, well, I can be patient. I know when you make time, you'll make some time. And when I started to make time, I started to like him a little bit. So I started to make a little bit more time.
Oh.
And so, but he was patient with me. And I was a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. I was mean to him. Oh, God. I was horrible. I said, why do you talk to me? Why do you talk to me? I wouldn't even talk to me. And I'm me. So, it's men, there's some men out there who wait.
So, to piggyback on your questions. So, let's say you are ending a relationship. Okay? And so you're trying to let go, move on. So you start hanging with girlfriend who is, oh yeah, take a sip, girlfriend. And girlfriend is married and she's not in a good space in her relationship. Okay? But then you end up mending yours, but girlfriend still wants to hang and feel some sort of way. So, oh, yeah, take a sip.
We missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is, are you saying that you can't be friends and be in a relationship?
No, what I'm saying is now your girlfriend, oh, damn. Is now feeling some sort of way because she was hanging with you while you were going through your drama, okay, with your relationship, and it impacted her relationship.
Oh, she shouldn't have let it do that.
Right.
I agree.
It was dead from the beginning. It was already dead.
Her relationship.
Shit was dead.
Yeah, her relationship, the way you were going through your relationship should not have had any effect on her relationship. What she should not have been doing is going back and telling boyfriend that, oh, well, Kimberly is going through X, Y, and Z. Why are you telling that?
Because it doesn't matter.
She was looking for her own way out through you.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying?
We do
Yeah.
that.
And a lot of comparison in relationships. And no 2 relationships are ever alike. Never.
right.
No.
So now, let's say, my relationship. Now, this is not me. This we good over here. But, now my relationship is on the men, and now you mad.
Then you need to get your relationship on the men. I'm just sorry. I'm just being honest with it because, like I said, what I'm doing in my relationship and what I'm going through should have nothing to do with yours. You were already having problems from the gate. If you harboring ill feels over here, get your shit together. Sweep around your house around a little bit and clean it up. Like, my thing is, like, people try to put so much on you to say, well, you're the reason why I'm in this anyway. No, you got a brain in that head. You have your own thoughts. And
Sound like Dr. Seuss. You got
It's so hard for people to look in the mirror.
in the mirror.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's what it takes. You have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, yo, I fucked up.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to be in this situation, I need to get myself out of it. Now, don't go and do no dumb stuff. It's like, well, you didn't take the trash out today, John, and that we need to break up. No, you need to tell that man the reason why y'all need to break up. Sir, you're lazy. Or the dick is whack. It's done got whack over the years.
I think it kind of goes back to what we were talking about earlier about self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm whole within myself first, whatever happens between this relationship, I should be whole after, because you don't complete me, you add to me.
Exactly.
I love it.
And that's why you come into a relationship already happy. You don't look for happiness in a relationship.
You have to
Don't
be
look for
honest.
it.
You have to be honest with yourself. And I think as women, a lot of us don't do that. We want that companionship. We want that warm body in the bed. We want the TLC. We want the attention. And sometimes it can be toxic. And you know what I mean? You have to be honest with yourself. And like I said, you have to work on yourself first. So that if the relationship don't work out,
you'll be all
you're
right.
going to be okay.
That's why.
Because sometimes it can feel like a death separating from someone that you've been with whatever amount of years or time.
I think somebody back there had something to say or add. No.
Child, that was me.
Oh, that was you? Okay.
A lot of times while we find ourselves continuously getting these
You need to come to the mic. I'm
Let
sorry.
me come to the mic. Listen, it's your girl Naomi. It's your girl. Listen, a lot of times while people find themselves in these toxic relationships, going back to back to back to back to back, it's because
Men and women, girlfriend
Men and
and boyfriend.
It's because we do ourselves a disservice because we don't take time to heal. After you get out of a relationship, ain't no need in entertaining another nigga. Excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. I know I should say. There's no need in entertaining another man if you have not healed from what you already went through. And through the healing process,
No, bend down.
oh,
in
been
the
down.
mic.
And through the healing process, you have to take the time to meditate and reflect on what happened.
Right.
Learn the lessons, not just about what happened in the relationship, but about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because every heartbreak, just because the person did you dirty, you still have to ask yourself, how did I add to that? What part did I play in this heartbreak?
True.
Come on now.
All right.
It's
She
a two-way
preaching.
street. A heartbreak, just because a dude did you dirty, he was out here cheating, da 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 da. What part did you play in it?
Yes.
Right.
Because it's a two-way damn street.
It is.
All the
It is.
time.
It is.
We both play into this thing. And even if you feel like you were innocent in it, you can still heal and learn a lesson from it about yourself to allow yourself to grow. And then you move on. I'm out.
How do you address a toxic girlfriend? Like, if you have a girlfriend, y'all been besties forever. Like, how do you cut that cord? You get to a
Sometimes you just have
point.
to. Sometimes, I mean, it's not what you want to do. Sometimes you just have to. Talk to him less. Not see him as much.
Ignore.
I not necessarily ignore. You can sit and you can listen to him, but you ain't got to entertain too much of it.
If you've been friends forever, do you think you owe that person an explanation? Like, I'm going to stop talking to you, and this is
I'm not
why.
gonna tell you I'm not gonna stop talking to you. For me, I done told you. I done told you in a lot of our conversations. If you keep doing this dumb stuff, this ain't gonna work. I kid you not. I have a friend. She makes poor life decisions. She is older than me, and she makes poor life decisions. Okay. I remember one time she had made a real bad poor life decision, and I'm being the friend. I'm trying to help her, trying to guide her. I'm trying to listen and be your friend. And the moment she said, because it has something to do with the kids, you know, and she was like, well, you don't have to tell me about my kids and this, that, and the third. Especially when I'm your godmother and you've chosen me to be their godmother. I'm supposed, if something was to happen to you, I'm supposed to continue on guiding and helping those kids.
Right.
And she said to me, and I kid y'all not, because it broke my heart when she said it. She was like, don't worry about my kids. I got this. Okay. You got it? Good. I ain't sent $1, no nothing, since. You got them, right? But you every other week, oh, I'm so tired. I'm struggling. I'm doing this. But your support system, you told your support system, don't worry about it. Especially when you making poor life decisions about what you laying down with.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you out here, you got 2 baby daddies, 3 kids, and ain't nobody available. One locked up. He doing life because he killed one of the other children. Are you serious right now?
Wait a minute.
But you tell the life support system, right?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he's sitting in jail doing life because he didn't want to tell you that he had some other kids that was on the way the same time you were pregnant with your kids, because you got a set of twins. And there was another set of twins that he done gave to somebody else.
Fix it, Jesus.
And so you, so
Right now.
you tell, because you were going, like I said, she was going through something with the kids, and I'm trying to help, and I'm trying to, because the oldest one, she had gotten out of control, and I was like, I'll talk to her. You want me to talk to her? Because she likes to, she'll listen to me. For whatever reason, the stuff you spouting and the poor decisions you making, she's not listening to it. So she told me not to worry.
You know why she not listening?
Why she's not listening to her mother?
Because you're not an example to me. Why should I respect you,
Right.
listen to you? and you're not an
Exactly.
example? How can I follow the blind leading the blind?
Right.
We both gonna fall in the ditch.
They blind
That's
as
terrible.
faux mice.
But first of all, you use the word friend too loosely. We use the word friend too
Yeah.
loosely. Not everybody is your friend.
That's the
You
truth.
have to learn how to use the word associate. versus
Like we
friend.
were legit. Like we've been. Like I've known her for years on top of years, double digits. Like they've
Yes.
done everything. Like that's like if you saw one, you saw the other. Like situation. Like this definitely was like a situation. But she. But I think that she didn't understand. So Jonathan is acting a plum donkey fool. So I think that she didn't understand what a friend was. So she was so used to people turning their back on her that she didn't understand, like, hey, look, I'm trying to be your legit ass friend. I don't know about them other chicks that you used to roll with or who you used to hang with, but I'm here to be your friend. And I'm the type of friend, like, if I call you friend,
You really my friend.
I'm your friend. I'm not. If you're an associate, that's exactly what your ass is, and you don't hear from me, you don't do
Acquaintance.
nothing. I don't do that. But if I say to you, you are my friend, you can call me at 2:00 in the morning. I got your back. I don't care because you're my friend. But I was like, oh God, that hurt my heart so bad. And I was like, I don't want to turn my back on these kids because your mama is retarded. Oh, and she still, y'all, I kid y'all, that happened a couple years ago. Y'all, she's still doing retarded stuff. Like, she'll post something on Facebook, and I kid y'all not. I just be like, I laugh. I guess I was like, keep keys to myself. I was like, here we go. This week, we tagged. Until you can holler at me and you don't work 65 hours between two jobs.
Whatever.
And been running up and down this highway and doing all this stuff, you can't tell me about that. You can't tell. What? It's not. Sometimes you just have to just sit there and just laugh at it. You can't get rid of them because you care. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause if you are a real human being, you have feelings, you care about people. And you can't just walk away. Like, when I go down to visit, I do go see the kids. Like, I just didn't just make them pay for their mother's stupidness because they need someone who's got sense. Like, I kid you not.
They needed a vacation.
Yeah, they need somebody who got good sense because they need a vacation from their mama, and they don't listen because they don't listen. Just like the older one, the youngers don't listen, and they're turning into teenagers. All girls, all girls. They don't listen. You gotta tell one you put your deodorant on today, baby. Your love nose. Okay, so I thank y'all ladies for y'all questions.
Definitely. Thank you.
So.
I like your top.
Yes, so let's talk about what we got on tonight. I know, because it's cute. So, because my friend is awesome and she has her own online boutique, I have on it's a dress/top from dressed.com. You can check it out and make sure that you tell them Emiaj sent you and whatnot. Kimmy has on.
Oh, yeah.
So she
My top is from there also.
her top is from
And it
Dress.
has pockets.
It has pockets, and y'all know
That's
how we
important.
love pockets.
Girlfriend, that's important. Pockets.
Pockets are important. Girlfriends, yes. So, yes, and so make sure you check it out because there's something for everybody. So. First of all, I would like to thank our studio audience for hanging out with us tonight and drinking with us because y'all probably fried, died, and laid to the side now.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you,
I had
Kimmy.
fun.
Thank you, Kimmy, for coming hang out. Cause
I'm getting drunk.
normally, Kimmy is behind the scenes of cocktails and combos.
Hitting buttons.
So it's hitting buttons and making sure that we do what we're supposed to and get off the camera and whatnot. So I want to thank you, Kimmy, for hanging out with me and being my
Girlfriend, you're my girlfriend.
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching us on
We
YouTube.
had fun on the couch too.
Yes.
Yay!
We're gonna talk about sex.
Let's
Yes.
talk about
So
sex,
there will
baby.
be a part 2 of Girl Talk. So make sure you check us out.
For the men.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. I'm have to invite the guys to come in. Oh, Lord. So make sure you go down and hit the word subscribe and hit the bell at the bottom. And thank you so much for joining Cocktails and Convos. Good night.
Bye. Whoop, whoop. Are we out? Is it a wrap?
Can you tell me I'm the only one? Tell me